Hi, this is Travis Romine, and today we're going to be going over my electric bill with Southern California Edison and Tesla Solar November 2021. Let's go. All right, well, this is part of my series of showing my electric bill every single month to show how much money I save with solar panels. And I also have an electric car, so I save every month. I don't buy any gasoline, so this is just kind of showing how much money you can save with solar and electric car. I do these videos every single month on my electric Southern California Edison electric bill, and I also do videos every month on my solar production to show how much money in my, or how much energy in my area that I produce. If you're interested in that information, like and subscribe, and we'll get it to you. Also, I have a Tesla referral code down in the description. So if you want to get Tesla Solar or a car, click on that and see what kind of discount they're giving this month. All right, let's get into it. All right, well, some quick specs on my system. I live just above San Diego, California, in the Temecula-Murrieta Valley. My system is 12.24 kilowatts. It is 36 panels, Q-cell panels, at 340 watts per panel. And my panels face east-west with my largest array facing west. All right, well, as you can see, I used 1,559 kilowatt hours this month, and I used an average of 23 cents a kilowatt because I'm on time of use and it kind of jumps around. So just by going with that reference, it would have cost me $358.57 for my electric bill. But with solar panels, I saved a lot. So let's go ahead and take a look at the bill and see how much money I saved. All right, well, if you look at my amount due, it's $16.86, so that's pretty good. As we scroll down here, you can see that my last balance was $2.99, and I paid that, so my new charges for this month is $16.86. Right here it says, understanding your net metering billing. You're billed annually for your energy charges because they can be offset by energy credits over a 12-month billing period. Any charges not offset by your credits will become due at the end of your 12-month billing period. So that's kind of how they do the net metering. They kind of see how much money you send to the grid, how much money you pull, and what you net at the end of the year. Then either they owe me money or I owe them money. So we'll see at the end of the year. I think I got one more month left after this, and we'll check it out. You also receive a monthly bill. It reflects the minimum amount due each month, which supports the cost of maintenance of the operation for providing electricity. I call that the basic charge or connection fee. Basically, they charge you a fee just to be connected to the grid, let alone how much energy you use. So energy credits, what you send to the grid and pull to the grid, that's what you net meter. But the basic charge or connection fee, they bill you that every month, and your credits cannot affect that. So every month I do have to pay this, what I call connection fee. And this month it's $16.86. So, oops, popped away there. All right, as we scroll down, we can see that right here it kind of explains it, my new charges and my year-to-date charge. So year-to-date, so far I have a credit of $884.93, and we'll settle that at the end of the month, end of the 12-month billing period, as we discussed. So right here it just says it's net metering, and whether they owe me or I owe them, that doesn't get settled up till the end of the year. So this just kind of explains that a little bit. We'll scroll down a little bit and get some more information. This is just basic information, so if you want to pause and read it for Southern California Edison, this is just their generic information they put on all the bills. So to show down here, I'm on the winter billing period. And, Edison has raised their prices recently. So, throughout this year, I'm sure they've raised their prices. So at the end of the year, we'll just kind of try to get an average kilowatt hour cost as we calculate all this up. But as you can see, I'm on time of use plan, mid-peak, off-peak, and super off-peak. Between those times, they charge me differently. So it's time of use. Depending on what time of day, they charge me differently. And as you scroll down here, it just kind of shows my consumption versus how much I sent to the grid. So if you look right there, it kind of shows total electricity usage this month in kilowatts. So between how much I've sent and how much I pulled back from the grid, I have netted that I've used 479 more kilowatts. So it's wintertime, I have more clouds, I'm not generating as much, and I have an electric car, so I'm using a lot of electricity. But since I have so many credits, that'll offset this, so that'll be good. So this month I've used 479 more kilowatts than I produced. And as we scroll down here, it just kind of shows your daily average electricity usage in kilowatt hours. Last year, I used about 22.35 kilowatt hours. per day. This year it shows that I've used 15.45 average kilowatt hours a day. And as you look over the entire year, it just kind of shows summertime, right? So, I turned on my solar panels January 7th or 8th, and you can see how throughout the summer I produced a lot more energy than I used. So that's why they're all below the bar there. And then in the wintertime, I don't produce as much. I've been driving a lot more with my electric car. So you can see that I've used more than I've produced. But over the entire year, that nets, and I think I'll produce way more than I use, and I should be getting a credit back. And we'll see that at the end of the year, which should be another month. Details of your new charges. So this just breaks down the connection fee, what I call it. They call it the basic charge. I have a discount. There's non-bypassable charges. But after you calculate all of those up, basically just to be connected to the grid this month, it's costing me $16.86. And that's a completely separate fee than the energy credits net metering. This is just a separate fee that they make you pay every month that is separate than the credits. So I can't use my credits to pay this. But at the end of the year, when I have credits and they pay me for those credits, that should offset this fee. But we'll find out at the end of the year. Yeah, your delivery charges include the 1225 distribution. Yeah, all these fees. Right here where it says additional information, I have a 240 volt net surplus compensation. It says rollover. At the end of the year, you can roll over your credits and use them versus receiving a check where they pay you for your credits. I want to get paid for my credits because I don't need to roll them over, because I'm going to produce a lot more energy next year, more than I'll use. So rolling these over wouldn't do me any good. But in certain circumstances, for certain people, it would be good to roll them over if you could use them. But at the end of the year, I'm going to request to receive a check for my extra energy credits. So we'll see how much that is. I'm guessing maybe $100 to $200, but we'll see. All right, we'll scroll down here. And this is all just basic information, kind of breaks down some of the charges and fees that they do. You can pause and read those. These look like extra fees they've added on this year just for maintaining the grid. So you can look at those. I'll scroll down, and this just breaks down details of my tracked charges, kind of what they're, for energy credits, what they're charging me per kilowatt and what my credits are. And as you can see at the end, my total energy charge total is $88.87. So I would have owed that amount, but since I have past credits throughout the year, it kind of breaks it down right here. We'll zoom in. Additional information regarding your credit. Okay, your year-to-date energy charges total as of previous month $973.80. So I had a credit. This month I owed $88.87. So they subtracted that, and now my year-to-date energy charges are $884.93, which equals out to 5,403 kilowatt hours. So I have a huge credit in kilowatt hours. And at the end of the year, they do not give me the 884.93. They convert it to kilowatts, which it is right there. So 884.93 converted to kilowatts is 5403 kilowatt hours. And so they'll take how many kilowatt hours I have credit and times that by somewhere between 3 and 5 cents, whatever the going rate is that month. And then they'll send me a check for that. So that's kind of how that works with Southern California Edison. Different energy companies work differently. So this is to show my energy company how they do it. And yeah, that's the end of the bill. All right, so far it's going great. All right, well, I've been saving a lot of money with solar, as you can see, and everything's going really good. So I think I'm in my 11th month of my year cycle with solar. So one more month and it should be full 12 months to see how much money I save for the entire year. And we'll take that savings and divide it into how much I paid for solar to see how many years payback I get for having solar. And then after all those years payback, I will not be paying for electricity anymore. So we'll see how that goes. So if you like that recap, like and subscribe, and we'll get that information to you. One more month, and that'll be a full year. And then we'll do a big recap of everything. Should be good. All right, see you on the next one.